EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go. Out. Tonight.
He'll run. This is Jerome Ford. Oh, no. Right at the start, he loses the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball. More bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment. What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They go play action with Fields. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing.
Here we go, son.
Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And Fields, who's tough to bring down in the open field, gives the D a break as he slides down. But he got the first down. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
Here we go, son.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Set.
They'll run it here. It is the rookie from Tennessee. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Here we go, son.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Tonight.
Now Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down.
Go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. He gains nothing.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Tonight.
Fields to throw for it. And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on downs.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live the play another down.
2nd down, Jackson. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline. That is brought in.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Jackson now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's to the tight end, Charlie Kolar. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good.
Smith-Schuster, the man in motion. They'll start this on the ground with Moss. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Here we go.
Off the play action, here's Fields. He'll get this complete. It's Moss. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Here we go.
2nd down and 8. That's caught by 4. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. 18 yards on the connection. It's a Browns 1st down.
Here we go, son. Go.
Fields. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Don't jump. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 6.
Get out.
To throw is Fields. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go, son. Right.
Back to throw is Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. And it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. McManus's kick is good. And the Browns will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Justice Hill to return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah in on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Hey, report.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signal he's got enough for the 1st down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Play action now. Jackson. That's to the tight end, Kohler. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On play action, here's Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate. Work with your quarterback. Go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives...
In trouble, and down he goes.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Right.
Play action now for Fields. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
Here we go, son. Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Moss. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's 4. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. And he'll bring up 3rd down.
Here we go. Go.
It's made by Smith-Schuster. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Here we go. Right.
Hand off from the pistol. It's Moss. Space to run inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Right.
They'll run it out of the gun with Moss. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. The Browns going to use the 1st of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Here we go. Right.
Now, faking the give. Into the hands of Juju. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Right.
A run on 1st and goal. And this one blown up. Good serve will drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Right.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Fields. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Cleveland. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Browns take a 10-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And that is caught. Well, he stayed in bounds. A terrific catch.
Want to quit, ready? 13. Ready, Simone?
Jackson now to throw on first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
To the tight end, likely. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake. Jackson. He's got a man. It's Walker. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down and 3.
Get on! Hey! Get on!
To the air one more time with Jackson. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points.
This one caught just past the pylon. First shot, Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A first set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go, son.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs. Sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
180.
On the handoff, it's Henry.
Quick, ready? 180.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And a good run will take it forward for 6 yards on first down.
Omar, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 12.
Yo. All right.
Now Jackson. Open man, that's Flowers. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. First and 10.
Here we go, son. Go.
They'll run with 4. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll run once more with 4. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, son.
Fields. He'll try to set up the screen with Moss. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on it.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Now it's McManus for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Browns go up by 7. It is now 17-10. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
180. Set up.
From the gun, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Set up, not. Set up.
Jackson now. He's going to run it. Jackson so nimble. He's got the 1st down and wisely gives himself up at the end. That one good for 15 and a 1st down.
180.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
Set up.
On the give, here's Henry. And he'll get about 5.
Hold on. Go ahead. 180.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
3rd and 5.
180.
It's the tight end Likely in motion.
Set up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Go.
Jackson now on 2nd down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. That sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
Well, in my house, Mike, my kids call that a dot. I mean, I don't think he could have walked out there and handed it to him any better. And everyone wants to talk about arm talent and how far can you throw it. But in the NFL, if you want to play quarterback, accuracy is the #1 quality a quarterback has to have.
And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Nice job initially by the quarterback. He feels that immediate pressure, and he's able to escape the pocket. Now, you're hoping somebody uncovers. One of your targets becomes free, but it became pretty clear that he wasn't going to be able to have anybody to deliver the ball to, and does the right thing by getting rid of it. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, Man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Point after now from Tucker. He's got it. And the Ravens will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Pierre strong on the return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The drive starts with a carry by 4. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Here we go. Good.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run with Moss. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that first down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
Here we go.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. He finds Likely, his tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
He turned it. Hey, Ozzy, sit out.
Play action now. Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. 3rd down coming up. Lamar going to work from the pistol. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Jackson up top again. And he's going to be taken down. A sack on what likely will wrap up play in this 3rd quarter. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Now a screen set up for Henry. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And this is blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
Fields from the pistol. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Off the play action, here's Fields. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The big man, Nandi Matabike, there for the sack.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Now a second down throw for Fields.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Here we go, son.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down.
Right.
Throwing is Fields. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line.
On one, ready? 180. Set up.
On 1st and 10, Jackson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Hey, middle, middle, middle. Out.
Here's Henry, and he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups. He continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's the toss, right side to Henry. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. You can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it himself. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That ball intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. This is 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? All right.
Back to throw is Fields. Into the hands of Juju. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Fields going to look to run this himself. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
Here we go, son. Justin. Sit high.
Now Fields. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Up. Justin, watch right. Go.
A first down throw for Fields. That's caught. Down the field is Tillman. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And with that completion, now it puts them in prime position to win this game, Mike. I mean, at this point, all they have to do, protect the football, put it in a good spot where the kicker feels good about it, and hope your field goal team can be the hero.
Moss.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth.
Here we go, son.
4. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. And we are set for a great finish. Timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the game. Here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This to win the game. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.